Hello guys, welcome back to Living Life Fast. Today I thought I'd give you guys a little rundown on the modifications I had installed. It's been about a month now since I had them installed, so for you guys who ain't aware, or you new viewers, I had 20mm Eibach springs installed plus 12mm TPI spacers. Today I'm just going to give you, it's not going to be anything in depth, just a little rundown on, how it's been driving around town, how the car's been coping. So the car sits 20mm lower, so obviously the car does scrape a tiny bit more than it did before. But to be honest with you, it is down to my driving. I drive really fast, and the time I heard it scrape was down one of the roads that I tend to fly over. It's got a lot of speed bumps, but my car normally I can fly over every one of the bumps, and for the first time ever I heard it scrape at the bottom. And I don't think it was the bottom of the car, I think the bottom of the M3 bumpers, you get these little black plastic bits on beneath the bumper. They're like little fins, and I think it scraped across it. So it's obviously to be expected. Your car sitting 20mm lower. Obviously you've got the H&R spring, that's a 30mm drop, so that's going to be even worse, especially if you've got the M Performance front lip. The Eibach springs actually work perfectly well with the dampers, so it's not the same experience you're going to get in like other modified cars. The Eibach springs work really well with this car, so going over bumps, it's still fairly comfortable. Driving around, I'm perfectly happy with having these springs on the car. Onto the performance, and one thing I noticed was the grip. It had a lot more grip, and I wasn't expecting it, and I found out by accident, to be honest. I was approaching a roundabout. I always drive with traction off. I give it extra couple of little revs to kick it out around the corner, and the car wouldn't kick, and this was in the wet as well, so I was quite surprised. It's almost like I had to relearn the car's limits, because this car's got quite high limits anyway, and like M3s, rear-wheel drive cars, they tend to just kick really easy. Just drop the clutch, couple of extra revs, it's nothing. It's nothing, nigga. Maybe it's because of the combination of the springs and the spacers, but the grip levels are so much further than they were before. I mean, the car grips anyway, when you want it to grip, but I found myself going around the roundabout trying to find its limit. So I did have to actually relearn the limit. So you definitely get a lot more grip with, I don't know whether it's just the springs or the spacers, but having them both installed, definitely my car's got a lot more grip. Also, from behind the wheel, guys, it feels totally different as well. It feels a bit more alert, a bit more agile. It's as if there's a bit more weight to the steering wheel as well. Don't know if any of you guys have driven a Nissan GTR, owned one for 6-7 months, and it honestly gives me a similar feeling to the GTR. It feels so much more, I don't know, it feels lower to the ground. Obviously it is because it's been lowered, but the seat's lower. It just feels like you're more inside the car, and it honestly feels a bit more orientated towards racing. Obviously the M3 is like a blend between a comfortable car, it's meant to be a road car, and like a half track car, but it feels more track orientated now. Just everything feels a bit more, I don't know, man. I could be just tripping out, guys, but it honestly does feel a bit more, it definitely has made a massive handling improvement to the car. So it's quite cool, because I wasn't even after a handling upgrade. I was just getting this mod done so the car just looked better. Visually, I wanted it to just look better for when I upgraded the wheels and stuff. And I've actually got quite a decent handling upgrade from it. So it definitely grips a lot more. Definitely feels a bit more feedback in the wheel. So I would highly recommend getting this mod done, guys. It's not something that you need to worry about, man. It's only a 20mm drop. It's nothing massive. I know H&R do a spring, it's like a 30mm drop, and I think they got another one that's a 40mm drop. So I don't know how that would cope with, I don't know how that upgrade would be on the car, but I know that with the Eibach 20mm upgrade, it's definitely nothing you need to worry about. If you've got the front lip, like I've already said, then maybe you need to watch out a little bit more, but over bumps you're fine. That's the main thing, the car don't feel super stiff. It's exactly the same car, apart from you get more grip and it looks 10 times better. Guys, remember that Eibach makes springs for Formula 1 cars, so the springs on this M3 now and the springs on the Formula 1 car, they're made from the same machine. I mean, there's no separate company or separate part of Eibach making springs for the road cars. They're exactly the same. They come out the same machine, the same quality, the same everything. Guys, the biggest difference is the look of the car. The way the arches hug the wheels now is ridiculous. From the back, it's so much more squat now. Before it was squat anyway, but now, like, as you walk, as you approach from behind the car just looks so much more mean. Like, it's proper squat. And the good thing about it, it's a really subtle mod as well. So normal people won't really notice. Like, people will look at the car and be like, yeah, that looks really nice, but there's no way they're going to pinpoint and go, oh, you know what, that car's been lowered. You will not notice. People that maybe who have got, I think even people who've got an M3 probably would just about notice it's been lowered. But the back sits definitely a lot lower than the front. The front still has a tiny bit of gap, but it's definitely a lot better than stock. So yeah, I really do like the way the car looks. So yeah, overall I'm quite happy with the mod. Definitely highly recommend getting it done. If you think your car sits a little too high, definitely, man, trust me, just get the springs on, man. And with the spacers, oh my god, the wheels, they stick out so much more. The car just looks so mean, man, honestly. So guys, that's the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, this was just a quick overview of how the car's been behaving over the last month. So if I've missed anything or I forgot to mention something, guys, just drop me a comment below and I'll answer to you guys straight away. But yeah, overall, guys, I'm really happy with the mod. Highly recommended. And yeah, so we'll leave it as that, guys, man. Please like, share and subscribe, and I'll be back with you guys in a couple of days. See ya. Also, from the wheel, you get like a different kind of feeling from the. So I'll jump in with that energy, trying to come back with that same energy level, fam. Trust me, it won't match. You can never match it. Trust me. Bit more seriousness to it, like, you know, like it's got more of a motive, bit more of a mission, like it, bit more of a motive. Like the car's on some fucking. The car's on this thing now, fam. Get me? That's what I need to buzz, innit?